All right, guys, how's it going? So just have a little bit of fun with the channel here. I fucking hate CNN. So what I'm gonna do, I subscribe to their channel when I hit the bell notification. And I'm gonna fucking watch some of their videos and just kind of react to them. See how this goes.
And as he cut. Grim statistics, folks. The U.S. set a single-day record for new coronavirus cases. We're now approaching 3 million. That says we're struggling to safely reopen the country.
All right. So they got more cases. Not sick people, but cases. They're using a test that's highly inaccurate, and they have admitted that. Remember that CNN is the same company that reported that World Trade Center number 7 had fallen while it stood in the background behind a reporter. Look at all these buildings behind that reporter. You just imagine World Trade Center number 7 standing behind this woman while she says that it had collapsed. That's CNN. They are fucking not going to tell the truth about anything. Alright, so 3 million cases. So what? The test isn't reliable. Let's go on.
Which we've done in some places, and in others, we've had to pull back. We're starting to go back to restaurants, and stores, beaches, and parks. And now, just a month away,
we're starting to be free again. We're starting to live our fucking lives. Like we're not in communist China, but like we're in the United States of fucking America, where we believe in freedom. And I want to say something. Whether you are an anarchist, a fucking libertarian, a Republican, a Democrat, whatever the fuck you are, Americans believe in one fucking thing, and that's freedom. That's what we all believe in. Anarchists maybe are the most extreme version of those that believe in freedom, because we are fucking willing to take it, whether they want to give it to us or not. But the same remains true.
To school. But back to school takes on a whole other connotation this year. Instead of worrying and wondering about what kind of school supplies we'll need, pens, pencils, notebooks, we're worrying and wondering whether our kids will need masks, whether we'll need more buses, whether we'll need to keep our kids sick.
They don't fucking need any of that.
Hard. And by the way, how do you do that at recess? As a mom, it's terrifying. We have all worked so hard all spring and summer to stay safe. And with the ring of a bell, that could all have been for nothing if our schools can't keep our kids and our teachers healthy. Now, you'd think that doing just that would be the ultimate in priorities for our states, federal government, as the summer months wane. And
it's not fucking Ebola. It's not Ebola. Like, if you get COVID-19, you're going to be fucking okay. Like, honestly, you're going to be fine. 99.6% fucking survival rate. And that's with them manipulating the numbers. If you get COVID-19, you are going to be fucking perfectly fine. You're going to be just okay.
Yet, President Trump seems more concerned with politics than our kids. Now, believe me, I don't say that lightly, so let me explain. His administration has been publicly pressuring states to reopen schools soon.
Yep.
He himself has been turning up the heat, saying just this week, we're very much going to put pressure on governors and everybody else to open the schools. And then, of course, following that up with a tweet threatening to cut off funding to schools that don't. Well, okay, sure, you might say. Who doesn't want our kids to go back to school?
All right, you know what? And see, this is the great divide, because there's some things that Trump does that I fucking hate. I hate him so much with some things he does, like pushing the red flag law and that $6.2 trillion bailout and all this nonsense he does. He does a lot of shit. He does a lot of fucked up shit. But then he does shit like this. And then I think to myself, well, who else would do it? Like literally, there's nobody else that would push back like this. Nobody. It wouldn't be Biden. It wouldn't be Rand Paul. It wouldn't be fucking anybody. Like nobody would put up a fucking fight, man. They wouldn't. At least he fights. You know, I'm no Trump supporter, but he's stubborn. He's fucking stubborn. And that stubbornness is good for us sometimes.
Well, they need school, and they need to interact with kids their own age. Believe me, I get it. And for millions of working parents, we also need our kids in school too. We are not full-time teachers. I'm not. We have to go back to work eventually, and that would be good for our families and our economy. All of that is fine. There are plenty of very good reasons to want our schools to reopen, and soon. But here's how I know that the president's motivations are self-serving. And
all right, I want to make a statement. We aren't ready for anarchy. I'm an anarchist, okay? So we aren't ready for anarchy. That's evident. We can't have a society without people with guns telling other people not to do fucking stupid shit because our society is so fucked up. Anarchists don't say, you know, at least from my perspective, we don't say, get rid of government right now. What we say is we need to move in that fucking direction. That's what we say. And in my personal belief is that the first thing that we need to do as a society, whether you are an anarchist, a libertarian, a Republican, a Democrat, whatever you are, we as a society need to agree that we need to take back control of the education of our children. I think we need to get the government out of the education system of our children. I don't think that they have the best interest in the education of our children. I think they have an interest in conditioning the minds of persons they aim to govern. That's my position.
not in the best interest of our kids and families. Because his demand for school reopenings comes with precisely, zero, no tools or resources for doing it safely. It's as if Trump said to fire departments around the country, go put out all the fires now, but then gave them no equipment to do it. His Education Secretary, Betsy DeVos, has offered little in the way of help, instead shrugging off the challenge by saying, education leaders need to examine real data and weigh risk. Risk is involved in everything we do, from learning to ride a bike, to riding a rocket into space, and everything in between. Got that? It's up to teachers and education leaders.
The idea behind the founding of this country, either if you are an American, then you believe in freedom, or you should. If you don't believe in freedom, in my opinion, you're not an American. That's my opinion. That's what this country is about. It's about freedom. So, founding fathers of this country believed that if you were willing to trade security, temporary security, for freedom, you deserve neither. Freedom, and when you really think about that, what did the founding fathers and all the men, the unnamed men that stood with the founding fathers, what did they do for freedom? What did they put on the line? How many men died in pursuit of freedom? And today we just take it for granted. We just take it like it's supposed to be handed to us, like spoiled goddamn children. But the founding fathers of this country and that Constitution that they signed wasn't handed over. It was fought for. So if you are an American, the very least, whether you, even if you're an anarchist, and I get a lot of shit from anarchists because I have this state of mind, but anarchists can still be patriots. An anarchist can still love his country and his countrymen. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good in that.
Just not her. To figure out how to do this right. And yeah, the rocket might explode in space in the process. Now, upon Trump's decree to reopen now or else, Florida immediately announced it would reopen for 5-day-a-week schooling in August.
Fucking Florida!
Coronavirus cases there have...
Fucking Florida. I tell you what, I never want to leave this fucking state. Fucking Florida. I never want to leave this state. I fucking feel sorry for all the people in New York, in California, and Minnesota, and all these crazy fucking states where, you know, the government decides what people are going to do. You know, they say that when the government fears the people, you got freedom. And when the people fear the government, you got tyranny. And in those states, you got fucking tyranny. There ain't no other way to say it.
So the president of the Florida Education Association told CNN, "We've been given no guidance. We've been given no regulations that make sense to reopen our schools." And
he didn't fucking tell him that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He didn't fucking tell him that. That bitch is a fucking liar.
Middle of the pandemic, we're being told we have to reopen schools come hell or high water.
He didn't fucking tell her that.
That the president of the United States hasn't made it his...
You ever played poker? You fucking know when somebody's fucking lying. That bitch is fucking lying. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I haven't done no fucking research at all. But watch all the, you know, people that come out with these reports and fucking do all the research while I'm at my job doing my fucking job. They're going to tell you that fucking bitch is lying, dude. That bitch don't know fucking shit.
One agenda item to give states a plan to reopen and the money, PPE, testing capabilities, and other resources to do it safely is unconscionable. Instead, Trump is busy tweeting, golfing, and politicizing the issue by warning that Democrats are politicizing the issue. He tweeted, "Corrupt Joe Biden and the Democrats don't want to open schools in the fall for political reasons, not for health reasons. They think it will help them in November. Wrong, the people get it."
I want to point something out. You ever notice that the president's always fucking golfing in the hardest of times? Really fucking think about that for a second. Golfing may be the only fucking time that a president can be around other fucking people and not be recorded. Maybe tell the fucking Secret Service to stand back. Maybe the only time. I mean, like, just think about it. Like, why during the fucking hardest times in this country is the president always fucking golfing? And it's all the time. It's every single fucking time. And the news reports they're golfing. Maybe there's a fucking reason they're golfing. Because there's people all within inside the government that have different fucking agendas. Every single one of them. And you can't fucking trust people. You can't trust fucking anybody. You trust the people you fucking work with. You trust this stupid bitch. You can't trust fucking nobody. You're gonna trust people in the most powerful place on the fucking planet.
Of course, Trump is worried about his own re-election bid, which is facing headwinds thanks to his tanking poll numbers and a disapproval over his handling of this pandemic. He knows he needs suburban women to win, and getting the economy running again, well, it's very important to that. But as a suburban woman, I can say it's not important at all costs. Now, if you have told me months ago that in the face of a global pandemic that has killed 500,000 people worldwide, Americans would...
Fucking lies.
Playing politics with face masks, with one side saying, sure, wearing masks makes sense, and the other side saying, masks are for liberal pansy elites. I would have laughed in your face, and hopefully you'd be wearing a mask when I did so.
Fucking cunt, dude. What a fucking
Trump
cunt.
managed to even turn health science into a culture war for his own edification. And now grotesquely, he's trying to do the same with our schools. and our kids. It's shameful. All right, that's it for me. See you next time.
Go!
Alright, so fuck that bitch. Alright, this was my little reaction to CNN. You guys let me know what you think. I get a couple of people in the comments to give me some positive feedback every time. But I'm open to criticism as well. I'm still learning how to do these YouTube videos. I mean, like, I started doing them because nobody on YouTube was saying what I'm willing to say, and so I started doing the videos and gained a small audience. I still got a small audience, but I'm grateful for the viewers that I do got. You guys like and share the videos and comment as much as possible. Helps out. So you guys let me know what you think. I got a fellow of mine, a good friend of mine, that may possibly help produce a couple videos and get a little bit better at this here. I mean, at the moment we're just having a little bit of fun. So you guys love your country, not your government. Fucking spend a minute to think about that. Love your country, your countrymen, your neighbors, all your fucking neighbors, your black neighbors, your white neighbors, your Hispanic neighbors. We're all in the same fucking boat in this goddamn criminal motherfuckers with their psyops. They keep trying to, divide us. The race tactics. It's so fucking disappointing it works. So stand with your countrymen, not your government. Love your countrymen, not your government. And anarchy is freedom.